All right, looks like we've got everybody in a seated position now. All right, today we're going to do our usual warm-up, practicing our descent into the body. And then we're going to explore the technique of contract or relax to try to see if we can find some tension we didn't know or find some places we weren't aware of in our body. All right, so let's dive right in. We're going to take just a few minutes together, easy releasing the breathing. Okay, so we'll do our usual rocking in the chair, tipping forwards and backwards. Feel the hands sliding on the thighs. Then we start to produce the self-soothing breath. Breathing in, feeling the effort of the inhale. Releasing the body, the air, and the mind with each exhale. Sinking gradually deeper inside of the body. Let the inhale be effortless. The exhale quieting the mind, releasing the air. Feel the weight shifting forwards and backwards into the feet and out of the feet. Feel the abdomen get firm as you lean forwards and soft as you retreat. Releasing the thoughts, releasing the ideas. Feel the upper chest relax with each exhale. Notice the space inside of the armpit, releasing with each exhale. Great, let's shift to a rotational pattern, waking up a few more muscles in the torso. Breathing in, releasing the mind and the body on each exhale. Sink deeper into the movement inside of the body. Try to sense the joints moving from inside. Try to notice the ribs opening and closing with each exhale and inhale. Let the shoulders sink down with each exhale. Great. Come back to neutral with the eyes closed and notice how you feel inside right now. Fairly quiet, ready to do some good work inside the body. Great. We're going to start with just the left hand, and we're going to make a very tight fist with the left hand. And we're going to take about 5 seconds to build up the fist. And then we're going to take, well, after the 5 to build it up, we're going to take 5 to release it back to completely relaxed. Okay, so we're starting making the fist, going to 3, For maximum squeeze, get angry, release, get quiet, feel the hand opening and relaxing. I'm going to repeat this 2 more times on the same side. You can leave the hand resting in the lap, closing the fingers, squeezing the fist for maximum, releasing. Use the self-soothing breath to continue deepening the relaxation. Great. Let's move up to the same side, the elbow on that arm. We're going to rack tension up in the elbow as if you were making a fist with the elbow. You shouldn't see too much movement, but you should feel tension grow around the joint as you make the whole arm firm. And releasing slowly, slowly, slowly. Try to focus the contraction around the elbow. Growing the contraction, 3, 4, strongly, now releasing gradually, bringing back down to 0 tension. Let's do this one more time with the same side elbow. Contracting, growing, maximum pressure, releasing, releasing back to 0. Notice if you've accumulated any tension in the core or neck while doing this. Take a few more self-soothing breaths to clean that out. Good, let's move up to the shoulder on the same side now. Start to grow the tension in the shoulder, tensing in however way you feel comfortable. Maximum tension, gradually releasing back down to 0. As the tension racks up in the shoulder, notice what happens to the face and body. If you grow the tension too much, it will spill over into the face. This is fine. Now releasing the tension. Good. Sitting in neutral now, can you feel a difference between your 2 arms? The one that we've just spent attention on, you should notice sits a little bit differently, perhaps feels a little bit lighter, or maybe you just simply notice you have more of that arm than the other arm in your body. This is the idea of body mapping. As we consciously use one part of the body, our proprioception improves, and we have the sensation that we have more of a body there, or more of a limb. Let's grow our other limb by starting with the hand. We'll repeat the same process. Growing the hand's tension into a fist, maximum squeeze, and releasing, feeling the palm opening, the fingers uncurling. Racking up tension and releasing tension. One more time in the fist, closing the fist, squeezing tightly, and gradually reducing the tension. Great, let's move it up to the elbow now. Take another self-soothing breath to try to undo any tension you've accumulated in the abdomen or neck. Great, racking up tension in the elbow. What I would call making a fist with the elbow. Gradually reducing the tension in the elbow. Releasing the squeeze to 0. Release the neck and shoulders again. Now racking up tension again in the elbow. Growing into the tension. Maximum squeeze in the elbow. Releasing the elbow. Back down to 0 tension. Release the neck and spine. And again, let's go to the elbow, racking up tension, squeezing tightly in the elbow, releasing the elbow. Good, let's move to the shoulder now. Racking up tension in the shoulder, making a fist with the shoulder. Oh, it goes to my face, no problem, reducing the tension. Again, racking up tension in the shoulder. Squeeze the shoulder into the body. And release the shoulder. One more time, growing tension in the shoulder, squeezing hard and releasing tension. Good, placing both hands facing down. Notice how the hands and arms feel more even now. We now have what feels like two bigger arms sitting on top of maybe a torso that is yet to be discovered. Let's start now by waking up the face a little bit. We'll use the same techniques here. We can move a little bit faster now since we're getting the hang of things. Start to scrunch the face up into maximum tension. And releasing back to neutral. Again, squeezing the whole face. And releasing. Squeezing again. And releasing. Let's work with the jaw now. Squeezing the jaw closed tightly for 1, 2, 3, releasing. Opening the jaw. Closing the jaw, gritting the teeth. Releasing. Opening. Squeezing again. Closing. Releasing. Good. Let's move now to the upper shoulders, raising the shoulders to the ears, squeezing the shoulder blades together, and releasing slowly down to neutral. Let the tension return to zero, bottoming out. And again, raising the shoulders to the ears, squeezing the shoulders together, and releasing. Repeat this again, using the imagination to see the muscles come together, squeezing, imagining the muscles releasing the tension. Great. Let's put the palms together in the front of the body, and we'll gradually press the palms together, squeezing the chest. 3, 4, 5, maximum tension, and releasing. 4, 3, 2, 1. Again, squeezing in, feeling the chest contract as hard as you can, and releasing slowly. Feel the chest opening, releasing. Squeezing again. Good. Releasing the arms, opening the chest now all the way. Great. Bringing the hands long together in the front like a point. Yep, exactly. And squeezing. Squeeze together here. 3, 4, maximum tension. And releasing, releasing, and then opening. Opening. Breathing in. Open the chest. And closing the chest. The chest is coming together, the muscles contracting, the hands contacting, squeezing, 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 and releasing, relaxing, opening, opening, opening. Great. Now let's work with the back. Arching the back upwards, pushing the chest upwards, squeezing, 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 and releasing down, looking into the lap. Up again, rolling up, pointing the chest up, squeeze the spine. And releasing, releasing down, stretching into flexion. Looking up, arching the back, pushing the chest. Squeeze and releasing, releasing, releasing. Good. Now the opposite movement. Flexing forward, squeezing the abdominal muscles. Feel the chest pull towards the pelvis and release upwards and backwards. Stretching open the stomach. Again, flexing forward, squeeze the abs like you're wringing out a washcloth. And open upwards. Flexing down, breathing out, squeezing the abs, and releasing upwards. Good. Bring the knees together. Squeeze the knees together to activate the inner thighs. Growing the tension, 3, 4, 5, and releasing the tension. Let the knees fall open slightly. Gradually bring them back together. Squeezing, squeezing, maximum squeeze, releasing, releasing. Let the knees fall open slightly. Bring the knees together again. Grow the tension. Maximum and releasing. Great. Now let's look at the hip. Try to contract as many muscles as you can inside the hip without actually moving. You can squeeze the butt, which will pop you up on one half. You can grip with the inner thigh and the outer leg at the same time. Try to find as many muscles as you can around the hip, as if making a fist with the hip, growing the tension and releasing. Let's do that 2 more times. Growing the tension in and around the hip, capturing every muscle you can find related to the hip, and releasing. Try to focus your energy into one point inside the hip, squeezing everything towards the inside of the hip, growing the tension and gradually releasing. Let's do the same with the other side hip. Finding whatever muscles we can, growing the tension, releasing slowly back down. Good, growing the tension in the hip. Find something new, squeeze something, and releasing. Growing the tension again, squeezing deeply into the hip, and releasing. Good. Taking one leg, straightening the leg upwards, squeezing the thigh, and gradually relaxing, releasing the leg to the ground. Growing the tension, straightening, making a ball with the fist, and releasing slowly. One more. Yeah. Great, let's take it to the other side, same thing. Yes. Two more here, squeezing, feel the tension, release. Growing the tension in the leg and releasing the tension. Good, let's check in with the neck and shoulders and do another round up there. Bringing the shoulders up to the ears, squeezing the shoulder blades and watching them release into pleasantry. 2 more here, going up, squeezing the muscles and slowly releasing down. You want to try to create the sensation like you're yawning. You notice when we yawn instinctively, we do exactly what we're doing now. The body opens, goes, It's just a built-in mechanism, one of the many things we'll be exploiting in the mind-body classes. So the more you can harness that feeling of a yawn, the better. We're going to get more into that in a few minutes after we get away from the isolations. Let's finish with the legs here, though. Taking one leg up, going up, raising onto the toes, squeezing the calf muscle. for 3, 4, 5, and releasing one leg down. Again, riding the leg up, squeezing the calf muscle in the back of the ankle. Feel the foot becoming firm and releasing down slowly, getting soft. One more, the same. Yes. And releasing. Good. Take it over to the other ankle, riding up, growing the tension. 3, 4, 5, releasing the tension. Growing the tension. Heels coming up, squeezing firm, and releasing fully. One more time, going up, squeezing the calf and ankle, riding back down. Good, take attention to the knees. Let's pick the left knee to start with, and just like we did with the hip or the elbow, grow tension inside of the knee. Try to contract as many muscles related to the knee as possible, and gradually release the tension around the knee. Begin to grow the tension again. 3, 4, maximum tension, and gradually releasing. Oh. Building the tension like a yawn. And releasing the tension. Great, let's do the other knee. Squeezing, building the tension, finding every muscle around the knee, and releasing. Notice if the activation on any joints are different from side to side. My right knee feels particularly different. And maximum squeeze and releasing the knee. Again, growing tension, firmness around the knee, and releasing down. Great, let's start to build bigger movements inside of the body now. Let's start again with the arms, and this time we'll take all 3 joints that we started with and do them all at once. Building tension in the fist, elbow, and shoulder to maximum compression, and releasing the entire arm back down to neutral. Notice if this gets into your face and causes distortions in your face. This is good if it does. Again, growing the tension in the fist, elbow, shoulder, and releasing. Again with the whole arm, fist, elbow, shoulder, squeezing and gradually releasing. Good, let's take it to the other arm. Squeezing fist, elbow, shoulder tightly and releasing. Whew. Again, racking up tension, fist, elbow, shoulder tightening, releasing. Fist, elbow, shoulder, tight, tight, release. Great, let's move to a standing position. Great, let's refresh the hip flexors after sitting for so long. Raising one leg up, squeezing, squeezing, 3, 4, 5, and slowly releasing down. Feel the tension leaving the leg. Come back to neutral, release the body. Great, let's repeat that 2 more times. No help from the hands, just feel the muscles squeeze, squeeze, rack up tension, and releasing down. Easy, easy, easy. Again, growing the tension, flexing the hip, and down. Great, immediately moving to the other side. And releasing down. Contracting, flexing the hip. Yes, and slowly down. Good, one more here. Flexing up, squeeze, and releasing down. Great. Now let's take the abdomen and the abs. Exhaling deeply, pushing the air out and squeezing the abs. Hold maximum squeeze and releasing slowly. Great. Let's start the full body yawn program. Okay, we're going to do a series of yawns in different stretches. We're first going to try to just do a basic yawn. And returning to neutral. Great, let's take the same yawn, but this time we'll reach overhead with one hand. Let's repeat that 2 more times to the same side. Please try to make the yawning sound as well, as you'll see that this creates a distinct pressure in the abdomen that helps us release. One more time together. Great, let's take it over to the other side. Oh boy, it's really getting me now. Great, here we go again. And releasing. Great. One more basic yawn, opening the chest. Good. Start to lightly, very lightly shimmy the body. Bring the shimmy down to a rest. And now try to sense inside of the body what is missing. Which limb in your body feels less alive than the others? For me, my right leg still feels smaller. Left leg feels big right now. The arm's big. The torso's coming along. I'm missing something in the front of the neck and my right leg right now. Let's work with the neck a little bit, okay? We're going to pull the chin down, tucking towards the chest, and squeeze the chin against the chest, making tension. And releasing up to neutral, looking up slightly. Stretching gently under the chin. Bringing back down, pressing the chin to the chest. Rising up, gently stretching the chin. Lowering again, pressing into the chest. And releasing. Great. Notice how when you stand with your eyes closed now, you can distinctly feel more of your throat or the front of your neck area. Great. Let's work with each leg now. Bringing the leg slightly off the ground, curl the foot into a fist, as if trying to point the foot down towards the ground. You should feel the bottom of your foot feel like maybe it's about to cramp up. Slowly release the tension, putting the foot back down on the ground. Let's repeat this 2 more times here. Going up, squeezing the bottom of the foot as if making a fist with the foot, curling the toes down. Oh, that's painful. And releasing the tension. Again, lifting the foot to the air, squeezing the bottom of the foot, tightly, tightly contracting and releasing. Good, let's take it to the other leg now. Lifting the opposite leg slightly off the ground. Go deeply into contracting the foot. And releasing the tension, slowly replacing the foot to stand on. When you stand back on the foot, feel it spread into the ground a little bit. Squeezing the foot and lowering down slowly. Hello, everybody. We had a little momentary lapse there. Everybody's back, looking good? Great. Okay, I'm still on this opposite foot. I'm on the second foot, just squeezing the bottom of the foot, letting it rest. Try to feel it melt into the ground, spreading out. The foot is getting bigger each time we relax. Lifting, squeezing deeply, and releasing. Good. With your eyes closed, can you notice that the feet feel more alive or perhaps more flat on the ground? This is good. Great. Let's do a little bit more face work to try to clear our energy here. Okay, if you have privacy, try to use the same sounds I make. If you don't, if you want to do it silently, that's fine. Okay, we're going to combine the 4 points that we've used previously, the palms and the soles of the feet. We're going to do contract, relax with those 4 points, the feet and the hands, while we also crush the face and make a very pained sound. Okay, so we're going to build this up like this, squeezing together. Try to get as much of your body to follow the initial contraction. First it starts with the hands and the feet, but it goes to the elbows, knees, hips, shoulders, face, chest, abs, and releasing. Okay, try to become very aggressive. You need to get the anger out of the body. As you squeeze the body tightly, feel the anger and releasing, 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 releasing. One more very deep one, okay? Try to get angry at the top, squeezing all their frustrations coming to the top. And releasing, releasing, releasing. Great. Let's take a few of our self-soothing breaths to put us back down where we want to be. Releasing. Feeling ease in the mind, easy thoughts, easy, effortless breathing. Dropping the organs on the exhale. Quieting the mind with each exhale. Good. With the eyes closed, sensing deeply into the body, try to notice what feels good inside the body. Can you feel all the life inside the body, all the trillions of cells vibrating with life? Usually we forget to check in and realize that actually most of us is quite alive and healthy. There's usually only a few pieces of the mind or a few joints that are out of whack at the moment. It's oftentimes relieving for the mind to check in and realize quite a bit of me feels good and alive. Okay? Nice work today, everybody.